So I wanted to get Windows 7, Microsoft's second greatest operating system, running on my Dell Inspiron 5566. Just one issue though. My Dell Inspiron 5566 has an Intel Core i3-7100U, which is not officially supported by Microsoft for Windows 7. The graphics driver is the Intel HD 620 graphics, which I found a modified version of from the Internet Archive containing a Windows 7 mod. And after I found that driver, I was determined to get Windows 7 running on the machine. The first issue I ran into is it's not booting. We simply just get blue screen when I boot off the USB. Yeah, I don't have DVDs yet. So, time to research this. I was so hopeful when I started this research. So hopeful. 5 minutes in, and I'm already questioning why I even decided to do this. I even went to the second page of my search results, and I found the storage driver, which could be useful at some point. After wasting 10 more minutes, I decided to search up the same thing using Google, because I was using Bing. Yeah, I actually think that's why I wasn't finding anything. Fun fact, when I used Google, I found my own video on installing Windows 11 and 8.1 on the Dell Inspiron 5566, but nothing really else. Then I decided to search for installing Windows 7 on modern hardware guides to try and see if that could help. I felt a bit strange because the laptop I'm trying to do this on was released in 2017, a whole 3 years before Microsoft ended support for Windows 7. And after that, I found a GitHub repository that listed all the tools I would need to install Windows 7 on modern hardware. I also found another GitHub repository talking about some tweaks you can do after you get it installed, so I'll probably revisit that for later. The first thing was installing it, which, yes, took me to another GitHub repository. I'm starting to think that this is a rabbit hole. And finally, I found the real steps here, starting with getting a Windows 10 ISO. So I grabbed the latest operating system. I also need DISM++, probably to be used for modifying the Windows 10 ISO, a USB flash drive, the graphics driver from earlier, Rufus, and a lightweight Linux distro, and most likely we'll need a Windows 7 ISO, because this is trying to get Windows 7 installed. So step 1 of this was to extract both ISOs using 7zip. Wait, no, I meant 7zip. Anyways, after copying both ISOs' contents to separate folders, I closed 7zip, and it's time to look at install.wim on the Windows 10 ISO and install.esd on the Windows 7 ISO. After that, I opened DISM++ and converted the install.esd file from Windows 7 to an install.wim file that will work with the Windows 10 ISO. After that, I replaced the install.wim file in the Windows 10 ISO with the one from the Windows ISO, the Windows 7 ISO. I know this is getting confusing. I used DISM++ to convert the folder into an ISO, probably not a bootable one, but it was an ISO, so that took a while. After that, I plugged in my USB flash drive into my USB hub and opened Rufus and flashed a new ISO file. 10 minutes later, I have a bootable flash drive. But before we continue, I should probably copy over the modified display driver and storage driver just in case Windows asks for them. So after we finish the past steps, it's time to actually get Windows 7 installed. I unplugged the flash drive, grabbed the Dell Inspiron 5566, I plugged in the USB, hit the power button, the fan starts spinning, and the computer turns on. Well, what was that about? I hit the power button again and the same thing happens. I even unplugged the USB and try again. Same thing happens. This is seriously getting bad. So I decided to search up why I was doing this. And turns out the CMOS battery is dead, which causes this issue to happen. When the laptop actually does turn on, it gives a date and time error. So I guess I have to replace the CR2032 battery, which thankfully is very easy to find. In fact, I probably have one in my house somewhere, but forgot where it was. After replacing the battery in the laptop, it turned on first try, and we can get back to installing Windows 7. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have the Dell Inspiron 5566 again, and we just replaced the CMOS battery. Obviously I don't have video of that because I didn't replace this. Anyways, we're going to be plugging it in and checking if it works. So let's get the laptop open. which we can surprisingly do with one hand. I did not know that about this box. Actually, maybe I did. Anyways, we got this nice box here. We got a nice box to put our laptops on, you know, really nice. So here's the power cable. I also have, there's also a RAM upgrade. So it should have 28 gigs of RAM now. Let's plug this in. And, okay, time, please run setup. Okay, invalid configuration information. Okay, please run setup. Okay, let's go to BIOS. Because there's a system memory update, which means that it did detect the memory change. So that's good. So we're gonna go to Dell. It's gonna go to the BIOS. And there we go, we're back. Okay, so system information. So we are on BIOS version 1.6.0. Sign firmware update is enabled. Memory installed. Okay, it looks like we have 20. Okay. Oh, okay, so that was a 16 gig stick. We're running at 2133 megahertz because this is mismatched RAM. Okay, good. This is, I mean, it booted. Apparently, it doesn't detect the battery. So, yeah, okay. I mean, it boots. So let's boot into Windows and see. Alright, so we're booted into Windows. Let's run Control-Shift-Escape. And we're opening up Task Manager here. Let's go to Performance. Oh, perfect. We are now at 24 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Perfect. So it did detect our memory, which is good. I mean, we saw that in the BIOS, but you know, it detected the memory, so nice. Now I can uninstall Windows 10. And I'm installing Windows 7 on here. Let's see if the touchscreen still works. It does. Well, obviously. But we replaced the CMOS battery. It still works. That's all that matters. So, yeah, thank you guys. Alright, welcome to camera mode. There was my main PC. We're in camera mode. Here's the flash drive I have. And there's the Dell. So, we're going to plug this in to the USB port. And you need to format the disk in drive E. I do not want to format it. What do you mean it can't detect it? What? Are you kidding me? Is the thing bricked? Is the partition gone? It better still be here. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's actually strange. It's detecting on Windows 11, and I did eject it. I did right click and click eject, and it still said that. I think it's just weird. All right, let's boot F2 and make sure the BIOS settings for storage are correct. So we're going to boot into the BIOS. We are going to go into storage. It should be in. Oh, post behavior. Let's see if there's anything here. Adapter warnings. Enable adapter warnings. Sure. Enable numlock. Fast boot. Thorough. What is the? Bypassing some compatibility steps. Reduces boot time by skipping certain hardware and configuration initializations. Performs complete hardware. I think we have to set this to minimal. Fast boot. Yeah, let's turn fast boot like that. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we have to check the virtualization. I mean, this thing has it. Let's see. System configuration, probably in there. SATA operations. Okay, so it's in AHCI. The SATA controllers are hidden. What do you mean? Okay, so apparently we can't enable smart recording, enable boot support. Okay, so I'm guessing it's fine. So we're going to boot off of the flash drive. We want to save changes. Yes, we want to save our changes. So we're gonna press F12 on boot, So we're gonna spam F12. There we go. Boot off of USB storage device. Hope that detects. Press any key to boot from USB. There we go. Perfect. That's strange. I don't know what that's about. No, like seriously, I do not know what that's about. Can this thing boot or no? Because I did flash this using BIOS, like the normal BIOS and not UEFI, because I know Windows 7 will not boot using a UEFI. Oh, okay, so we're booting, so that's good. Or I hope it's actually booting from the USB, and it's not just booting from the... Okay, good. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, and the reason this is the Windows 10 installer is because we just copied the Windows 7 install.wim file over to the Windows 10 installer. So, yeah. Anyways, setup is starting. Okay, we need a product key. Luckily, Windows 10 installer has an I don't have a product key button, which is really nice. Oh my gosh, this is cursed. Let's grab Windows 7. Let's grab Ultimate, you know, because why not? Okay, next. Okay. We're going to accept the license terms. We're going to do a custom install. Oh my gosh, it recognizes the drive format. We're going to click OK. And we're formatting the drive. And okay, next. And oh my gosh, getting files ready for installation. It's installing Windows, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we're 1% done. Now we're 2%. Oh my god, this thing is happening fast. So, yeah, I'll be back when something interesting happens. So, yeah, this might... Okay, I'm not gonna jinx it. But, yeah, it appears to be doing something. So, let's hope this goes well, and I'll see you guys later. So, it rebooted. Okay, we're gonna select Windows 7. Okay, starting Windows. We're at the Windows 7 boot screen. I think we've seen this before on this computer on this channel. Setup is updating registry settings. I don't think I've ever gotten to that part in the Windows 7 installer on this computer without a virtual machine. Oh my gosh, the mouse is being recognized. Holy cow. Okay. So now we are completing the installation. I'll be back when something interesting happens. So yeah. Okay, so the display just flickered, and obviously I couldn't catch that on video because right when I stopped recording, that happened. So yeah, it was like flickering, and that was really weird. I thought it had failed. And yeah, anyways, yeah. Is the mouse moving? What the hell? That is not the mouse. Okay, alright, so the mouse works. And the keyboard works. Oh my god. The keyboard actually works. I thought I was cooked because I didn't have the PS2 drivers. Oh my gosh. Alright, so what we're gonna go with is we're gonna go with a nice little root wick. This is not my first time installing Windows 7 on real hardware, but it's the first time installing it on the Dell Inspiron 5566. We're gonna not put a password here. We're going to ask me later. We'll change it to Central Time, you know, because that's what time we are in currently. So we're gonna go to Central Time. Yeah, it got the date. Okay, so the CMOS battery is it's not the 16th. It is the 30th. Where is that? Here it is. It is the 30th, and it's not. It's actually 8:44. So we're just gonna leave it in the incorrect time. Windows is finalizing your settings. Welcome. I'm gonna turn the brightness down on this. Preparing your desktop. And moment of truth, everyone. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Are we gonna actually boot this thing? Okay, sound works. Sound actually works. Okay. Oh my gosh, I did not expect sound to work. So the keyboard does work. We have that. Obviously, we're gonna have to change the display resolution and stuff like that. But oh my gosh, it actually works kind of. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so before I install any drivers, I want to see if we can change the screen resolution. And okay, looks like we can't. Okay. So the max is 1366 by 768, which, I mean, doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good. Let's see if Arrow works. I'll be really surprised if Arrow works, actually. Out of the box, I don't think it works. Yeah, Arrow does not work. Okay, so we're going to open up Windows Explorer, and where's our flash drive? Where's our... Yeah, slight issue. Slight issue. USB does not work. I'm also guessing the touchscreen doesn't work. Correct. The touchscreen does not work, like, at all. Look at this. I am tapping the thing. Let's try to close this. No, it's not gonna close, okay? It just won't. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know how this is gonna work, but, I mean, it's kind of a success, isn't it? So, yeah, that's basically going to be the end of this video. We did get Windows 7 installed. I might come back to it and get USB and other stuff working. Actually, I have no idea how I'll get USB working because I don't have DVDs. It is detecting our DVD drive. Let's see if it will eject the DVD drive. Okay, we're going to... Okay, so it actually does detect our DVD drive, which is nice. So if I had a DVD, it would have come in handy right now. But I don't have a DVD, which sucks. And we don't have USB drivers. So that's all we're gonna be doing for now. Thank you guys for watching this video. We actually got Windows 7 installed. So yeah, I might come back to this. I might get touchscreen working. I might get USB working. And I might try to get Windows Arrow soon. If you guys want that, let me know down below in the comments. But for now, I'm gonna say it's a success. We did what we wanted to do. We did actually get Windows 7 installed on the Dell Inspiron 5566. So if you liked the video, please like the video. Please put some more video ideas in the comments down below, obviously. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, bye. Anyways, that's basically going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And part 2 will be coming later, where we try to get USB and other stuff working. So I'll see you in the next video.
Yippee, I love Bleen! Plan, yippee! No, not the Bleen! I want Bleen!